Coming up on UT10 News, the ROTC program is expanding its fitness evaluation.
And we'll also see how UT is helping with breast cancer research.
Plus, Rachel Schneider was up at Ypsilanti this weekend as the Rockets took on the Eagles. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexis Wheatley.
And I'm Marla Goatee. A new drug that could help cure breast cancer has been developed by UT researchers.
Susan G. Komen, Northwest Ohio, a nonprofit breast cancer organization, donated a large amount of money so it can continue its research. Here's UT10's Lacey Horn with the story.
Dr. Amit Tarari and his team of researchers developed a drug that could potentially cure triple-negative breast cancer. The lab found that certain molecules can destroy cancer cells and reduce the tumors. Komen, Northwest Ohio awarded just under $450,000. Nursing student Ariana Milton has been personally affected by cancer.
My father, he was diagnosed with oral cancer. It was second stage. That's when he caught it. And then my aunt, she had breast cancer.
She is excited that UT is putting forth a contribution.
I'm glad that UT is making an effort to put awareness out about cancer.
1 in 5 women that are diagnosed with breast cancer will eventually have triple-negative breast cancer. UT researchers are helping change that statistic. I'm Lacey Horn with UT10 News.
UT continues to investigate how a flash drive with private information went missing. UT administrator discovered a staff member lost the drive in January. It contained the unencrypted personal information of an unknown number of students and faculty. The university contacted those affected 4 months after the initial discovery.
Hopefully this is a learning lesson for University of Toledo.
The university has not released more details about the incident due to its current investigation.
After 40 years, the U.S. Army is making changes to how it tests its cadets, impacting those in UT's ROTC. By 2020, the Army Combat Fitness Test will fully replace the current Army Physical Fitness Test. The ACFT is both gender and age neutral, providing better conditioning and training for all soldiers, focusing on 10 muscle areas.
We are military athletes, if you will, so being able to train more effectively and having a test in place that is able to give us a better idea of where people are at physically is only going to help us.
The change will be implemented this spring. The Alzheimer's Association invited Toledo residents to join the fight to end Alzheimer's by walking on a 2-mile race on Saturday.
During the walk, participants learned about the disease, advocacy opportunities, and support programs offered by the association. UT10's Samantha Johnson joins us live in the studio. Samantha, how many people came out to this event?
Alexis, the walk had more than 1,300 participants and more than 160 teams. The race was held at Promenade Park in downtown Toledo in support of the Alzheimer's Association. According to Julia Peckley-Vanos, the executive director of the Alzheimer's Association, more than 5.7 million people are living with Alzheimer's, and it is the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S. and is the only disease among the top 10 that cannot be cured.
I lost a grandmother about 15 years ago to Alzheimer's. It's a terrible disease.
There were also people from the association all over the park to help teach people about the symptoms of Alzheimer's and what to do if one of your loved ones ever has any of these symptoms. With the generous donations from local residents and the participants, the walk raised more than $275,000 towards Alzheimer's research.
Illuminated lanterns lit up downtown Toledo Sunday for the annual Light the Night Walk in support of those affected by cancer. The walk benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society to help find a cure for blood cancer. Friends, families, and businesses formed fundraising teams in an effort to raise funds. More than 100 survivors were recognized during the event.
No, it was a great event. We're glad everyone came out. It was our first year of doing the whole event outside, and we had a beautiful evening, so we just thank everyone for coming out and supporting LLS.
If you would like to support the cause and see when the next Light the Night will be, visit our website.
A new program at a local university is sparking interest in the craft beer industry. Lourdes University in Sylvania is one of the nation's only schools offering a 4-year program instructing the ins and outs of the brewing industry. Local brewer Brandon Fields at Inside the Five Brewing Company looks forward to the program's impact in Sylvania.
We'll be helping them out, any way they can, and it just kind of helps bring people who are excited and interested in craft beer to downtown Sylvania.
Classes will include the chemistry of brewing as well as business classes. They will begin in August of 2019. For more than 60 years, Bennett's Orchard has catered to the Ottawa Lake, Michigan community.
With fall fast approaching, the family-owned business is looking forward to the holiday rush. UT10's Zach Johnston was there yesterday and has this report.
Due to the recent weather turn, customers at Bennett's were able to enjoy a few tasty treats. The orchard not only sells fruits and vegetables, but also holiday-flavored donuts as well as their ciders. Loyal customer Shauna Vore says she has been coming to the orchard for the past 2 years.
I love their cider slushies. The donuts are great. They're always super fresh. I really love the hard ciders now, as well as the apples. And we like to get pumpkins and other things when we're here too.
Current Bennett's employee Sarah Ritz feels the weather will have a positive impact as she expects sales to increase during the upcoming holiday season.
I think when it starts to get a little bit chilly outside, people are really craving some warm donuts and hot spice cider, so that's when we see it pick up.
Now what sets Bennett Orchard apart from all the others? This bar behind me houses 7 hard ciders as well as 1 regular cider available throughout the season. I'm Zach Johnston for UT10 News.
I'm Rachel Schneider, and this is your UT10 Sports Report. The Rocket football team traveled to Ypsilanti to face off against the Eagles on Saturday, while the soccer team had a long game against Kent State at Scott Park. But first, the volleyball team took on the Ohio Bobcats in a grueling 5-set thriller at Savage Arena on Saturday. Toledo's Carly Townsend set up a kill for Chloe Klespies in the first set, followed by a hammer from Ohio's Jamie Kosorek. Zoe Burnbrick made a kill, putting the Rockets up 20-17. On to the second set, a kill by Ohio's Lizzie Stevens lit up the court. Marissa Leonard had a nice dig, setting up this play for Townsend. The Rockets would fall 25-23. Klespies and Burnbrick fired back on the offense in the third set, while the fourth set was stolen with plays by Ohio. Toledo would finally overpower Ohio in the fifth set, taking a lead early on and securing the match 15-12. To the gridiron, Toledo hit the road as they took on Eastern Michigan on Saturday. The Eagles started the game off hot after taking the ball 48 yards down the field. Quarterback Mike Glass would finish the drive with this 3-yard touchdown. Eastern Michigan kept the pressure on the Rockets early, scoring on their second drive when Glass ran it again for the 22-yard score, putting the Eagles up 14-0. The woes continued for Toledo when Eagles running back Willie Parker took this run 50 yards for the score, putting them up by 3 touchdowns. Toledo quarterback Mitchell Godani would set up a 35-yard field goal with a 19-yard run. Eastern Michigan takes a 21-3 lead into halftime. The Rockets began to rally back in the fourth quarter with a touchdown pass to Cody Thompson, making it 13-28. Toledo continued to fight back with this 1-yard score by Shaquille Seymour, but it was too little, too late, as the Eagles would hold off the Rockets and go on to win 28-26.
We've got a hurt team right now, and they should be, because I think that, again, there were some self-inflicted things that we didn't do very well at, and if we don't get them corrected, we'll get beat again next week.
You can catch the Rockets back in action on Saturday as they take on Buffalo at home. To Scott Park, the Rockets soccer team looked to strike gold against Kent State on Sunday. It was a defensive battle early for the Rockets as they tried to put the ball in the net, setting up 8 unsuccessful scoring attempts in the first half. Hannah Scafaria and Sophia Lewis almost had the answer late in the first half, but couldn't find the back of the net. On to the second half, Toledo continued the fight against the Golden Flashes, limiting them to 1 shot on goal. Take a look at this. Multiple Rockets had a shot at the net, but came up empty. The game was tied 0-0 going into overtime. Both teams failed to get a shot on goal before the clock struck 0 for the last time, as the match would end in a draw. That's it for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Rachel. That's it for UT10 News.
For the latest breaking news from campus and bios from all UT10 reporters, go to our website, UT10 News. And remember, you can watch the live stream of our newscast production every Tuesday at noon on our YouTube channel. For Marla Goatee, Rachel Schneider, and all of our crew, I'm Alexis Wheatley. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.